Good morning, witches. I have missed you, to be completely honest. I have been taking care of my body. My shoulder is being very loud. For the last, I think it's forever, like, like 10 days, I've been needing to practice what I preach, like in many ways. And part of that was asking for support in this collective divination ceremony that we've been doing for the last, 4 years straight. And so Ocean took over doing the divination ceremony last weekend. So big thank you to Ocean. Thank you, thank you, thank you a million times over. I love that the support witches at Bright and Dark Center are able to, everyone's so competent. It's so wonderful. We can all kind of fill in for each other in a lot of ways where we all very much have our own wheelhouse, but there's lots of like cross training that happens, I guess. Is it cross training? Is that the word? I don't know. I am feeling much better. Not 100%, but I'm also hypermobile. And so this is part of the life. Just having parts of my body be very loud sometimes with no explanation. But yeah, again, it was a great opportunity for me to practice what I preach and to see where I am with my relationship with my body. Am I able to show up with compassion, or am I still in a place where I am impatient or see my body as an inconvenience? So it was great. Wonderful. My body is amazing. My body is a finely tuned, like, instrument and ally. So, all that being said, I know that I always say that there's a lot going on, but there really is. And there's also a problem with the fact that you guys don't know. We don't have a way of like really talking about all of the back end stuff that happens in supporting an international coven of neurodivergent witches, and the things that we're doing and how we are creating support for our coven in really big ways and doing a lot of outreach in really big ways. So we're finding a way to remedy that. And it's coming in the form of, I'm currently renovating one of the many bedrooms at the farmhouse at Weirdbrook into a full-time recording studio. I know. And we're going to do another podcast. I know we have Wisdom in the Weave, where the Unbound get together and answer questions about magic and shadow work and life as neurodivergent witches. But we're going to launch a podcast that is just us talking about all of the things that we're doing and keeping you in the loop of what's going on at Weirdbrook, what's going on at the Resource Center, what's going on with the nonprofit that we just founded, what's going on with all of the curriculum that we've created. It's a lot, and it's a lot of fun, and it's really exciting. So, and Morgana's going to be joining me with that. So both of us are going to be able to talk to you guys about all the things that we're doing. So that's going to be called The Rise of the Wayward. And I'm not going to be able to give you an exact launch date because it's going to launch when the recording studio is ready. The recording studio I can't start painting, which it needs to be painted, until my shoulder tells me that they are ready for me to start painting. I'm ambidextrous, but I don't know if I can paint a whole room with just one arm. I think that would be like really hard on that one arm. But yeah, that's happening. Like the lights are on the way. We've already ordered the lighting for the recording studio, and we're finally gonna have a way to, when the other Unbound witches or other witches that come through Weirdbrook are visiting, we can get together in this recording studio and talk to you about what's going on and what's happening. Whereas before, we did the best we could with the formal dining room, which was very echoey and really poorly lit. And so we're actually going to have that. That's so exciting. I'm excited about that. So yeah, that's happening. And also I need to let you guys know. Okay, first of all, back just a second. The recording studio, I'm of course going to be a sorceress about it. So I'm still also deciding because I like to grind crystals up and put them in the paint so that the whole space is like vibing at a certain frequency, a frequency that's conducive to the work that we're doing in that space. And so I'm doing that as well. It's going to be a whole thing because it's me and I kind of make everything a whole thing. Yeah, so I'm doing that. Trying to remember the other stuff. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. And this is the problem because I'm not like able to just talk to you guys. I'm supposed to be doing a divination ceremony right now. And so that's what's happening. But for those of you that don't know, we're doing big things, like big things. And I am so excited about the witches that are coming up through our initiation process. Our initiation process is intense. It is probably one of the most difficult things you'll ever do. But it's necessary in order for our initiates to be able to function within a matriarchy because they are so most conditioned through patriarchy and have significant trauma because of that. So, anyway, I'm so proud of the witches that are coming up through our initiation. Within the next 18 months, I'm so excited. I can't even begin to describe the feeling. If you're like, oh, that initiation process sounds amazing. Our initiation process includes shadow work, deconstruction work, decolonization work, all specially curated for neurodivergent black sheep cycle breaking queerdos. So, and it's again really intense. And if it's something that you feel like you need, once a month we have an open like alignment call where anyone who's interested in maybe starting the initiation process can come and ask questions about what is it about? What are we doing? What is our agenda? Uh, yeah. So so there. I'm gathering neurodivergent black sheep cycle breaking queerdos and teaching them the deeper mysteries of witchcraft and the occult and teaching them world building sorcery. And we are building a world together. So that's basically my agenda and what we're doing. You're right, Crystal. You deserve it. And we kind of need you too. That's the thing you guys don't understand. You don't understand. You like devalue yourself so much that you can't imagine that you are desperately needed in this community. All of you. And for unique reasons, you make us whole. So, yeah, let's get into this. Let's do this divination ceremony. We're asking, where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? But before we do that, I forgot again. Okay, so tomorrow, guess what? So tomorrow, Morgana and I caught wind of an estate sale that's going to be happening. Now, all of the furniture, everything that's here at Weirdbrook, has been collected from auctions and estate sales and secondhand places. Specifically, we are looking for things that want to be here with us. And there is an estate sale tomorrow morning. It's 2 hours from the homestead, but it's a Victorian mansion that is filled with stuff. And we're gonna go. We're gonna go. And Ocean is going to once again kind of pop in and do our divination ceremony tomorrow so that Morgana and I can run off to this big Victorian estate sale and y'all can wish us the most luck in finding amazing things to bring back to our giant witchy clubhouse. Uh yeah, you guys can be there in spirit with us. It'll be so Now let's get to our divination ceremony. Did I mention that I too have raging ADHD? If you haven't noticed, if that hasn't become abundantly clear, you should probably adjust your expectations accordingly. I love estate sales too. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking 3 deep breaths, and then I'm going to do what I do to get my system prepared for divination. You do the same. And then we're going to come back together and we're going to be pulling tarot cards and we're going to be talking about it and it's going to be great. Okay. You don't have to have a relationship with tarot in order to participate in this divination ceremony. I'll show you why as we go. Okay. This is the first time that I have done ritual or ceremony since my shoulder's been loud. So we'll see how this goes. I humbly invite all that is fire within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is air within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is earth within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is water within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I beckon to this system. May we now align as one. For my cousins are the elements, and so the moon and sun. I call to those who love me. You are welcome in this space, for our nature is united, sharing magic, life, and grace. And now we make a declaration of intention. What are we doing? I choose now in this moment to align with my whole self. To pull the book that tells my story from its place upon the shelf. I enter now this circle made of trust and hope and power. And I show up for my practice in this place and at this hour. Because I am home. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Like I said, there's a lot. There's so much. There's so much. Of course, it's summertime, so of course, summertime in the northern hemisphere. So, of course, there's a million things going on. Asking, where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? Hey, I was able to shuffle and it didn't hurt. I was concerned about that. Let's see. Right? Yay for no pain. I have been flat on my back for 10 days. That was ugly. It's some kind of nerve something. So from my wrist to my the scapula. I don't know what that bit's called of your back. That's not right. The bone in your back and your shoulder, from that bone all the way down to my wrist was like nerve stuff. So intensely painful. And just to be able to sit up straight, I couldn't do it. So, okay. It feels pretty good to be upright. And I'm pretty excited to get out in my garden. I can tell you what. Because we actually got our first harvest. We got 5 peas from the garden a few days ago. 5 peas. It was great. And there's a zucchini that's ready to go almost. We'll know today. I haven't been out there to see. So, very exciting in the garden, but also the garden definitely needs my attention. Anyway, let's get back to this reading. We drew the 2 of Pentacles upright. So this is the card we drew. Where does our attention need to be today to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? And we drew the 2 of Pentacles upright. And Crystal, we did eat them in the garden. Absolutely. Of like mind. Okay, so I'm going to read the prompt that is on the card so that I don't influence your initial interpretation of this card and what this card means to you. Okay? I will influence you, but I'm going to give it a beat. I just baptized my altar in tea, so that's fun. You're managing projects and time well and finding that you're navigating through your responsibilities with carefully plotted ease. You are certainly busy, however, so be sure to take the time to breathe and keep a tidy schedule to avoid losing your balance. And then the reversed is you're having a difficult time keeping everything together. You may be feeling overwhelmed with your schedule, with bills, or perhaps more. Turn down events or plans that aren't in alignment with your needs or goals. Only bite off as much as you can chew and prioritize what's important. Don't overinvest into things that aren't important. If you're neglecting home for work, then maybe it's time for a switch. All right. So, what does this card mean to you? All right. Are you ready for me to influence you? So, time management. And the 2 of Pentacles is not surprising. Like I just said, it's, summertime for the Northern Hemisphere witches, and your time management is going to be everything. But time management also includes the things that you choose to commit yourself to, right? Um, what we tend to do, especially us like gold star clutching overachievers, we tend to have a strange relationship with time. We think it's only going to take a minute to do, but it ends up being a pretty significant investment when we agree to do a project for someone. This has a lot to do with that kind of stuff, the things that you are choosing to have on your schedule. You are choosing to do these things. And this card is saying, hey, let's really look at uh, why are you choosing to participate in whatever it is that you're saying that you're going to be responsible for. And make sure that when you say yes to something, you're saying yes because it feels exciting, or it feels like it's yours. You're supposed to. If there's any feelings of like, I guess I'll do it. I'll just do it real quick. Um, then kind of be careful about those, right? We think that it's easier if we just do it, but that's just us being kind of control freaks about it a little bit, maybe. Try to see how much you can get off of your plate. How much of that already exists right now. This is kind of like a check-in of that. So let's take a look at your plate, right? Let's take a look at how many things you're juggling right now and ask each and every one of them, if is this the highest and best use of my time? That's a good one. Is this the highest and best use of my time? If not, let's invest the time and energy needed to get it off your plate, offload it. It doesn't mean that you're failing. Doesn't mean that you're a bad guy because you agreed to it, but now you see that that's not something you can do. Okay. It just means that you bit off more than you can chew. And it would be better for everyone involved if you took that off of your plate so that someone else can give it the attention that it needs, because you don't have enough of your attention to do it well, right? So, okay. Now, the other thing that is also like be doo is that if you have not included rest and rehabilitation into your schedule, it's too full. You've taken on too much. Period. Right? If you're not able to rehabilitate from like this go mode that you're in and you don't include that, that means that you don't have time to take on other things. Something's got to go, because that rest and rehabilitation is what is going to make it sustainable. It's going to make it to where you're actually going to be able to be present for harvest, because at the rate that you are going, like you're going to burn out. Okay? So, when you're creating your schedule, rest and rehabilitation has to be in there. You are not a robot. as much as the big Cappy Pappy wants you to believe you are. You are not. All right, now we got to look at what we're in resistance to or in denial of that's influencing our ability to really see this clearly. Our use of time. Okay, this is the card. And I'm going to read it. The Eight of Cups upright is what we got. The past needs to be put where it belongs. Set yourself on a journey forward, whether that's towards something big like a new job or relationship, or something small like a new hobby or pattern of thought. Either way, you're looking for a higher purpose. For the recognition you seek cannot be found in your current position. And the reversed is your fear of change has you staying put. This fear could be keeping you from moving on to bigger and better things. You may also be confused about which path to take. At some point, you're going to have to make a decision. Maybe it won't be the best one, but standing still will get you nowhere. Remember, this is what you're in resistance to or in denial of. I'm going to read that upright again. Again, remember, the placement is important. This one's a bit. The past needs to be put where it belongs. Set yourself on a journey forward rather than towards something big, whether that's towards something big, like a new job or relationship, or something small like a new hobby or pattern of thought. Either way, you're looking for a higher purpose. The recognition you seek cannot be found in your current position. So brew on that. What does that mean to you? This is what you're in resistance to or in denial of that's influencing your ability to prioritize things in your life or effectively prioritize how you invest your time. Hmm. So this is kind of answering that question, right? What are we in resistance to or in denial of that's influencing our ability to engage with this card? Um, so are you keeping yourself busy so that you don't do the thing that you know that you need to do, that you're called to do? Are you like, "Oh, I can't do that because I'm so busy." Yes, I'll do that for you, I'll do that for you, I'll do that for you, but if it has anything to do with, like, what you're really excited about, you're, like, not doing it. "I can't do it because I'm too busy. I've got so much going on." Or you're convincing yourself that you have no choice but to continue with the status quo, uh, when the truth is that you could do whatever you want, truly. But this, like, the fulfillment that you're seeking is not gonna be found in what you are busying yourself with right now. The busying yourself is keeping you from being able to actually see the opportunity or embrace that new job or new hobby. See? You're keeping yourself too busy because you're afraid of change. It's only scary at first. As someone who does a lot of brave things, as someone who has a genetic mutation that makes it to where I do brave things, um, I actually call this a danger rush, right? When you just start doing effective shadow work and you're starting to identify these beliefs that were given to you, right? These beliefs about the way that the world works. It could be a belief like you don't go shopping, grocery shopping in your pajamas, right? That's wrong and bad. And you are lazy and like whatever. That's just one example, right, of a belief that you might have. Uh, when you identify, oh, I am terrified to wear what I want for fear of judgment. So to break free of that, you have to actually start relaying that neural pathway. So you do this by deliberately making choices that challenge that belief so that you can convince your subconscious that it is actually safe. But the thing is the first few times you do it, it's going to feel like you're going to die. It's going to feel like the sky is falling and it's the most like terrifying thing ever. That's your nervous system responding to an old belief, right? That's what you're experiencing. And so it's only scary the first few times. Once you start actually doing the thing, acting in accordance with your new belief, you will you will kind of become unshakable is what will happen. You'll start looking forward to opportunities where you can find those like danger rushes. What belief am I going to play with today? Okay. Right. Repetition is key and embodiment of it. You can't just decide you're going to change the way you think and then not actually embody that. You have to embody it. You have to change the way that you engage with your life. And that's what starts relaying those neural pathways and helps your nervous system acclimate to to what is real. Right. All right. So, you taking a chance on that new job, you prioritizing learning that new hobby, that new thing that is actually more aligned with what you want to do with your life is gonna be scary at first. And that's okay. You're allowed to feel fear in your body. You're allowed to. It makes sense why. You're also allowed to still do it. Still do it. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck in the same thing. You're not gonna change anything because you believe it's safer to stay miserable for the rest of your life, right? It's safer to be miserable than to change. Hogwash, I say. All right, that's our reading for the day. Ocean is gonna be doing the reading tomorrow for everyone, and I will be back on Sunday. And we're gonna do this again. We're asking the same question, doing the same work. It's gonna be wonderful. Feel called out, Crystal. I know, right? And this applies to me too. Now I got to sit and figure out like how this applies to me. Okay. Ta-da. Let's close out this working. And and then I'll see you again on Sunday. That was fast. Felt really fast. Okay. So hand on your heart, take a deep breath. This working is now closing, but the magic has just begun. I humbly thank the elements and both the moon and sun. To all who chose to bless this flow, I now sincerely thank you. May our practice be expansive and our course be clear and true. All right, which is remember, if you can't be good at it. And I'll see you later. Bye.